Hi, this is Rob Styler. I'm going to go through a simplified version of the rewards plan. This still might be overwhelming for some, but just understand the computer takes care of all this. You don't have to worry about figuring it out. You don't have to get out your calculator. It'll just all be done. So there's two things we're paid for: upgrading homes to solar and helping others upgrade homes to solar. That's it. We're going to be referencing this document here on the right. You can print this out. You can find it at jointhecrew.com/money or in your Crew Library portal. And I'm going to be sharing what are called simple theoretical examples to illustrate how the rewards plan works. Okay, I'm not suggesting any guarantee of money. If you do nothing, you'll make nothing. This is just to help you understand how it pays. All examples are based on our primary state with a full commission of $2,500 being paid out. And that's the average with a system size of 6.25 kilowatts. So the first way you're paid, by installing, not installing yourself, but by getting people to install solar. You are the salesperson. You personally upgrade homes. So on your first one, you get paid 30% or $750 in your pocket. Now you get paid less on these first three because you're learning how. On the first one, your sponsor does it for you. On the next one, your sponsor does it with you. And on the third, your sponsor watches you do it. Once you've completed three and you do your training, now you have reached the level of partner. You got a promotion and you're making 60%. If you do over 3 sales a month, you make $1,750 per sale. And if you do over 5 sales a month, and you have to be a partner for both these, you make $2,000 per sale or 80%. And we're one of the only network companies that pay out up to 80% to the seller. So you could just go out, never build a crew at all, and just do 5 sales a month and put $10,000 a month in your pocket. Now, this is based on our primary states. In our secondary states, you make the same amount on your first 4 sales because you really don't have to learn anything. You just put in the information and click submit. So you make $480. And then if you do more than 3 sales, you make $560. If you do more than 5 sales, you make $640. This is on a total payout of $800. Now, your overrides. There are 5 ways you're paid on your crew. The first way is your overrides. You have a personal, a partner, an owner, and a game changer override. Now, here's an example. If you get 5 people who get 5, who get 5, who get 5, you would have, this would be how it would pay out. So let's just say you have a total of 5 sales in your organization. The average sale is going to generate $2,500 in commission. So that'd be a total of $12,500. You're going to earn 5% of that, or $625 extra in your pocket. Now, if you have 25 sales in your organization, you're going to make about $3,125. And if you have 125 sales, you're going to make about $15,000 in your pocket. Now, some of you who worked with me before, you remember when we were doing 3,000 contracts a month. So this is not unrealistic to think at some point you'll have 625 sales. And this is your game changer override here. And you're making a little less commission, but because it's going to be so many more people, you're making 45 grand right here. Now, I know that's a little unrealistic for some of you, but if you build a group and you manage them and train them right, that can happen. And I want you to understand, when I talk about like your personal override, that is not just one person. That is your entire organization down to the next partner. And then your partner override is below that partner down to the next partner. And this can be even a bigger group. And then your senior partner override goes all the way down to the next senior partner. And your game changer override goes all the way down to the next game changer. So it's not just one person, 2 person, 3 person. It's this whole organization, And the computer keeps track of all of that. Now, your matching bonus. This is kind of exciting because you actually get a match on everybody you personally sponsor. Whatever they make from their overrides and their personal sales, you get a match. So if you only have got 1 customer, you get a 1% match. If you have 2 customers, a 2%, and 3 customers, a 3%. Once you become a partner, it becomes a 5%. Once you become a game changer, it becomes a 10%. So the way you can look at this is like a stream of money coming through. And you can either have a 1% dam or a 5% dam or a 10% dam. And damn it, you deserve the money. So get up as high as you can in the rewards plan because you'll just make more doing the same work. So here's how it works. If somebody upgrades a home, they make about $1,500 personally. So if you had 80 upgrades in your team by partners, they would make $1,500 each, or $120,000 would be paid out in your crew. So if you sponsored this group, you'd make a 5% match if you were a partner. So 5% of that would be $6,000. Now, if you were the game changer above that partner, even though you didn't sponsor these folks, you're going to get the spread, your 10% minus their 5%. So they're making $6,000 and you're making $6,000. Now, what's cool about this, you get a personal match. You also get a crew match. What that means is if you sponsored somebody and then they sponsored somebody, you get a match on them also. And that's 3% if you're a partner. It's 5% if you're an owner, 6% if you're an owner one. And what an owner one means is that, and we're actually changing this name. It's going to be called senior partner. So a senior partner one means that you're a senior partner and you've trained up one other senior partner. A senior partner two means you're a senior partner and you've trained up one other senior partner. So here you'd make 6%, 7%. And when you're a game changer, you make 8%. So that's not even on people you personally sponsored. That's on people they sponsored. And that can start to mushroom out pretty big. Now, the next one, the income stream. This is one I'm really excited about because the amount of money that's going to go through this income stream is absolutely huge. Because what we do on these first 3 sales, we're not paying out the full $1,500. We're paying out 30%, 40%, and 50%. So if you do the math here, if somebody's being paid $750 and the total payout could be $1,500, that's $750 here, $500 here, and $250 here. So it's a total of $1,500 that's not being paid out. What we do is we subtract $300 from that over the first 3 sales, and we put this into a pool to increase our training and our operations. This is just to develop tools and resources for new people getting started. But we pay out $1,200 on these first 3 sales through the income stream. And how this works, on the first sale, it's $600. On the second, it's $400. And on the third, it's $200 going up this income stream. So if you're a partner and you train a new member up to partner, you get their first three sales, you'll make $600 because you make 50% of this $1,200. If you're a game changer, you'd make $1,880 because you'll make 90% of this. Now, the reason we only go up to 90% here is if you're a game changer and you train up another game changer, we put this 10% into a pool. And the only way to get a share in that pool is to be a game changer and train another game changer. And that's 10% on all these company sales that are part of the income stream. So this can be a very significant amount of money. Some of you know that companies have built an entire business on a $400, it's called a CAB bonus, a customer acquisition bonus. We're paying out $1,200 in our customer acquisition bonus, and we're not paying it out from the sign-up fee. It's just from sales happening, which is really cool. Okay, the other bonus is called the bonus pool. And the way this works, for every sale, about $200 is put in the bonus pool. So if we're doing 1,000 sales a month, that would be $200,000 going into the bonus pool every single month. The way you get a share is for every 2 customers, a qualified partner upgrades, or you get a share for every 8 customers upgraded by all the people you personally sponsored, or 1 share for every 20 customers in your entire organization through levels 2 through 8. Now, what we do that's unique here is 40% of this payout is going to go to people making less than $3,000 a month. We want to help those people be able to go full time. So if you're a partner just getting started and you do 2 sales, you're going to get a share in this pool. And that could add 100, 500. It could add a good chunk of money to your check. And you're like, wow, I can really make a full-time career of this. So this is a unique thing that Crew has. Now, this is something that no other company has. It's called Resource Rewards. And this isn't something that's going to be forced upon you. It's something that I want to model, and hopefully other leaders will do the same. The idea is this. If Crew does what I think it can do, and we're producing 100 million in commissions, I'm at the top of the tree here. I do not need, $1 million a month. And there are people in this industry that make $1 million a month. My wife and I talked about it. We said, listen, we can live great on $25,000 a month. And if we do more than that, great. We'll make a little bit, and we're going to give 80% back to the crew, back to you, back to people in our organization. Because I know what it was like when I started and I was struggling. And what I want to make sure is there's no concentration of wealth at the top, including me. So I'm going to make that as my formula, and we're going to have a tool in your back office that you can say, hey, my income goal is X. When I hit that goal, I'm willing to give Y back to my crew. And what your crew will get is a little note in their check saying you got an extra bonus because, Susie Superstar is making more than she needs. And from her abundance and overflow, she's sharing with you. And that's the attitude of crew. That's what our logo stands for, is sharing from abundant overflow. Now, what a lot of people, they think this is what network marketing is and the way it pays out. And every company pays from the bottom up. So the people on the bottom generate money for the folks on top. The way a plan actually pays out, it's more like a diamond than it is a pyramid, where you have some key leaders here, they'll build their organization, and then the production will start going down. And we're the only company that flows both ways, where the money flows down into the organization and it flows back up. And it's much more like how things work in nature. I mean, can you imagine if the cloud said, no, I'm holding on to all the water because I may never get it back. And they were afraid that, evaporation wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to come back to them in some way. It's just, there's so many things that we do from fear. And what we want to do at Crew is set an example and a model of how a natural ecosystem in business can work. So here's an example. If you're doing 25 total upgrades, how all the things can add up. So let's say you're a partner, you're doing one sale yourself, so you're making $1,500 there. With your 25 upgrades, that's a total of $62,500 in commission. You're making 3% of that. Now you might be going, why am I making 3 and not 5? Because we're saying that everybody in your group here is a member 2. So they're making 2%. And on your personal override, you make 5% minus whatever position they're at here. So you're making 3%. So you make $1,800 here. And don't worry, you're going to make up for it on the income stream, which I'll show you. Now, you get a match because you're a partner. You get a 5% match on all of these folks. And there's 5 of them. And they're making $2,000 each. So that's $10,000. You get a 5% match or $500. And now all these people, these 25, you get a $1,000 match because they're each making $1,000. That's 25 grand, 3%. You're making $750. And then through your income stream, you're making $400 off each one of these sales times 25. So you're making $6,000 on your income stream. So you're making a total of $10,000 with 25 sales in a new organization that you were building for that month. Now, if you were a game changer doing the exact same thing, you'd make $15,000 because you make a higher match and you make more off the income stream. So that's a pretty amazing payout. And obviously, I'm not guaranteeing this or anything. I'm just showing you an example. Now, the thing you have to understand, when people start, this is where they are. This is their current experience. We're saying, just jump, come on over here, go for the sun. And this jump is scary. So what we do with the bonus pool and the resource rewards, we create a little stepping stone for them to get over here easier. And the most important thing, if they can feel your heart, people will make that leap because they'll be like, this company really cares. They feel me, they hear me, they know what I need. And that's our goal, is to create a playground for the human spirit where people can really share their deepest gifts with the world because they feel like they have a strong, solid foundation and they're willing to leap for what they really want. So that's a simple overview. If you want the detailed comp plan breakdown, we have that also. And I appreciate your time.